What a weird week. I mean, every week, it's like the last 3 years with Pokemon, every week has been like a weird week. There's always something that's been going on. It's just like over the past month, we've had like the World Championships. We've got some really cool things. The release of Obsidian Flames, the mammoth popularity of Pokemon 151, the whole Blake's Break scandal. Yesterday we had these issues with the new chests, the new fall collector's chests, where every single Silver Tempest pack is completely loaded with hits. You can go back and watch this video from yesterday. It's just, there's something going on all the time. It's absolutely insane. But we are at Friday, and Fridays are fun because it is Pokemon 150 Fun Day. For those of you who don't know what that means, every single week, every Friday, we're giving away a booster box of Pokemon 151 to celebrate the release of Scarlet and Violet 151. So every Friday until Scarlet and Violet 151 releases, we are giving away a booster box of Pokemon 151. So we got like a month left. It is crazy how quickly time is flying. When there's like, we're almost 1 month away. It's absolutely insane. But congratulations to this week's winner, Kurt Vision. Kurt Vision, you are the winner of a brand new Pokemon 151 booster box. All I need you to do is just message me your information. You can find me on Instagram at danny.phantump, on Twitter at danny__o, or you can find me on, you can just email me, dannyphantumpcontent@gmail.com. If you want to win a booster box of Pokemon 151, here's what you have to do. It's super difficult. You may want to write this down. There's a lot. Leave a like on this video. Leave a comment down below and hit that subscribe button. So if you are subscribed to the channel, all you have to do is just leave a comment and a like on this video. That's it. Boom, you are entered. So subscribe, like, comment on this video. Come back next Friday to see if I do this dorky action for you. And that means you're the winner next Friday. So we're going to keep doing this. We got like 5 weeks left. It's going to be a lot of fun. But today is crazy. Crown Zenith is getting reprinted. At least the Elite Trainer boxes are. And that's really the only product. Crown Zenith is cheap. Crown Zenith is very, very cheap and a ton of fun. I love Crown Zenith. There's so many cool, different cool artworks in the set with the Galarian Gallery. Obviously, the gold alternate arts, which don't have that bad of chase. You know, like the pull rates on them aren't that terrible. The Pikachu secret rare is actually fairly easy to pull. And that card is electric. Pun intended. That card is absolutely amazing. It's so stunning. It's like 11, 12 bucks right now. It's such a cool looking card. Crown Zenith definitely a set that everybody can master for fairly inexpensive rates, but the Elite Trainer box, really the only product that is fairly expensive. Now, they haven't announced anything about the Pokemon Center exclusive Crown Zenith Elite Trainer boxes. By the way, the new Paradox Rift Elite Trainer boxes for Crown Zenith, those dropped on the Pokemon Center website, the exclusive ones, and those they seem to sell out really, really quickly. Obsidian Flames Elite Trainer box came back in stock on release day for like 10 minutes, and then it was gone. So definitely keep your eye on those things. But Crown Zenith Elite Trainer box getting reprinted, and it's crazy to me because the Crown Zenith is actually relatively cheap, especially for singles, and a lot of the cards are dropping in value like crazy, and this is just going to continue to bring them down even further. We just had that Lugia V-Star collection box release. I think that's a GameStop exclusive, but in October, it looks like we're also going to get a new Morpeko box. So not the playmat box, but the V-Union box. There's going to be a V-Union box that comes out, which is crazy that they're just kind of adding another release. How much Crown Zenith product is out there? How much packs were printed? But then they're also reprinting the Crown Zenith Elite Trainer box, which should make a lot of people happy in case they haven't gotten the chance to open that many of them. Crown Zenith Elite Trainer box, that was the first product that came out. Remember, they did waived releases for Crown Zenith. So in January, the first wave of products came out. The Elite Trainer box started out fairly inexpensive, right around $45 or so, about $5 below MSRP, but then sold out really quickly, and then it wasn't reprinted since then. So it started going up in price over and over and over again. And we're going to look at the graph here. I'm going to flip you guys around so you can see exactly what I'm looking at, but it looks like these are going to be coming right around the same time as those Morpeko boxes, sometime in October. There's not an exact release date for these yet, but distributors started taking pre-orders for them, started putting out allocations for them. So if you do own a store, definitely check with your distributor to see, okay, where are we getting? How much are we getting? You know, are we going to be able to place pre-orders for this? It does look like it's getting reprinted. This started out as kind of information just coming down from Canada that the stores up there were going to be getting reprints, but it looks like it's spreading nationwide, at least in the United States as well. So it looks like Crown Zenith Elite Trainer box is going to see more of those on the shelves, which is really cool for a lot of collectors out there. You can see the graph right here. This MSRP on this product is $49.99. It comes with that Lucario V-Star, which is a really really cool card that, you know, from V-Star Universe, included in the Crown Zenith ETB. It comes with 10 packs, 10 booster packs, and then you get the sleeves and the normal goodies that you get in an Elite Trainer box, but $49.99. You can see right now trending at about a 6-month high, so really about where the highest point it's been at since the release. You can see in April it hit about that $65 mark and then really started coming down. In June was down to about $54, so just a few dollars over MSRP. But this is just proof that Pokemon makes sure that they are printing to demand. And when they released that statement a couple of years ago now, 2.5 years ago now, in February, right when Shining Fates came out, and they said, hey, we're going to make sure that this product becomes available. Pokemon never reprinted sets like this back in the day. We're talking like 4 or 5 years ago. Pokemon wasn't worried about reprinting sets because there was so much product already available from that initial print run to meet demand, because demand was nowhere near where it is now. And now Pokemon is like, okay, well, we're going to keep reprinting sets for modern Pokemon to make sure it doesn't get too far above MSRP, except Evolving Skies, which is like, hold my beer, I'm just going to go nuts all the time, and Pokemon's never going to be able to print enough to keep up with Evolving Skies. But every other set, for the most part, that's come out over the last few years is selling right around MSRP, and it looks like it's going to continue that way. So scalpers, beware. Don't even bother. It's not going to work for you. June of 2023 hit that 6-month low of $54.13 before really starting to kind of go back up. And you can see in August of 2023, at the beginning of the month, it hit that $64.81 6-month high, or $64.97 6-month high. It's backed off just a little bit, sitting at $64.81. But this news should probably bring prices down a little bit if you're trying to get them now. However, you may want to just wait. You'll probably be able to find them below MSRP in October. It looks like it's going to be a fairly decent sized reprint. Here's the booster packs themselves. Lots of retail stores that had to run specials on these Crown Zenith. We've talked about this in the past, but Pokemon really seems to be overprinting a lot of products to accommodate retail stores and to stop LGSs from pricing their cards too high. You know, the best way to make sure that an LGS isn't charging more than MSRP is to make sure that every single retail store has tons of these products available at MSRP. So then your competition is like, well, it's a race to the bottom. I got to find a way to beat Target. I got to find a way to beat Walmart to drive people to come to this store rather than go and just get them when they're in the checkout lane. And because of that, a lot of the premium collections, a lot of the Galarian Bird Tins, a lot of different products that came out for Crown Zenith, especially those more Pecco boxes, which people just don't really seem to care about, those are selling for extremely cheap right now across the board. Amazon has done tons of sales on a lot of Crown Zenith product. Best Buy did a bunch of sales. GameStop's done sales on some of these Crown Zenith releases. And because of that, because LGSs aren't able to sell their product without breaking them open, once you sell a more Pecco playmat collection, those are expensive to ship. Or the premium collections, those get expensive to ship. So a lot of times LGSs will break them open and sell loose packs, and that's really driving this pack price down to the bottom. You can see in February of 2023 selling right around what we would expect to be MSRP for these specialty sets, even though there's not loose boosters that are typically sold as a standard product. It was selling for $4.96. It's just really trended downward up until July of 2023. You can see it's starting to go back up and then really hit a wall and dropped dramatically all the way down to $3.75 in August. Now it's starting to climb back up again. $3.90 is where it currently is. But depending on how much product gets flooded over the next few months for Crown Zenith, you might be able to find some really good Black Friday deals, things like that. But it looks like pack prices well below MSRP, sitting at $3.90 currently. If we look at the top selling singles in Crown Zenith, there is nothing anymore that is above $100. Everything has really fallen down from where it was originally. We're looking at 6 months of data, even though Crown Zenith originally came out in January. So we've got about 8 months of data that we could technically go back and look at. But Crown Zenith had a weird release with that waived releases. A lot of cards got bought out opening week. We had some false manipulated prices for a few weeks. So looking at data from like February on is really when a high point was kind of established. And now we're looking at these drops. And Giratina V-Star had a very significant drop from February of 2023 to April of 2023, where it kind of hit that $100 mark, and it really never went back up much higher than that. Crown Zenith, a lot of the singles relatively cheap, but still in a better position than what we're looking at from like Obsidian Flames as far as value goes. Giratina, definitely one of those cards that is trending in the downward direction. You can see it hit $81.50 as a 6-month low just recently, sitting at $83.26 currently. So definitely heading in that downward direction, but way better than that $143.60 6-month high, which it hit at the beginning of February. The Arceus is one of those cards that got bought out. It was selling for right around $70, $80 when the set originally released, and they got bought out like crazy. The price was driven above $100. Part of that is probably because Arceus is a very playable card and a fan favorite for a lot of people. However, there's a lot of Arceuses that have already been printed. You have the sets, you have different promos. There's a lot of them that are already in existence, and because of that, people don't need to play the gold copies of them in their decks. You can see in February of 2023, this card was selling for about $88.89. That was a 6-month high for this. Had a very sudden drop in April, and then you can see things started slowing down a little bit for it, but still definitely heading in the downward direction. In July of 2023, it peaked up a little bit to that $70 mark and then dropped even more, sitting at $61.75 currently. So that is a 6-month low for the Arceus V-Star. The Mewtwo V-Star has seen very significant drops basically from February of 2023 all the way up until July of 2023. You can see it 6-month high right around $91.98. That was in March of 2023 before really starting to hit a wall and going down dramatically. Really cool looking card, beautiful artwork, a fan favorite I think for a lot of people, definitely one of mine. You can see with the battle from the Charizard in the background, which is super cool, but you can see once it hit a low point in May, it's really leveled off right around that $50 mark. It's sitting at $50.64 currently, so that's a 6-month low for this one. But these cards you might see dip down a little further, especially with packs being so cheap to open. A lot of people might want to collect multiple master sets or have multiples of some of these in their collection, which is going to drive price points down even more as more and more packs get broken open. In February of 2023, the Origin Form Palkia V-Star was selling for $53.72. That was a 6-month high for this one. Another really severe drop over the span of a few months. In April of 2023, it dropped down to about $45, and then leveled off a little bit until July, and then dropped even more. You can see it hit that 1-year low in July of $36.08. Now it's rebounded very little. $37.34 is where it's currently sitting. The last gold card that we have from Crown Zenith selling at $36.43 currently, so that's just above its 6-month high, is the Origin Form Dialga V-Star. It hit $35.30 as a 6-month low in August. Started trending up a little bit, so it's at $36.43. But again, with the news of the reprint, it wouldn't surprise me if we had this level off for a while and then maybe even come down even further. In February of 2023, that's when it was at its 6-month high of $54.85. So some really severe drops for a lot of these cards. This Leafeon V-Star is absolutely gorgeous. I love this card. In March of 2023, it was actually trending in the upward direction after release. It hit $37.11, but has some very severe drops that it's looked at up until May of 2023, where things kind of leveled out a little bit. You can see at the beginning of August, it hit $21.10 as a 6-month low. It's rebounded a little bit, sitting at $22.30, but still relatively level right now. Same thing with the Glaceon V-Star, which had extreme drops from February up until May of 2023. You can see in February of 2023, it was at $29.84 as a 6-month high, and then in May of 2023, it dropped below $20 and really hasn't recovered since then. It hit $17.74 as a 6-month low a couple weeks ago, and now it's sitting at $17.91. The Irida, this is what I thought was going to be the most popular trainer card from Crown Zenith. It's actually not, unless the Sparkle is a little bit more popular. This one has been all over the place. I think a lot of people don't really know what to expect from this Irida. Super cool looking card. Absolutely love the artwork on this one, but it's been all up and down, all over the place, really since release, and has never really stabilized and set a pattern for consistency, which is, whenever that happens, definitely beware. You know, don't go nuts on something like this, because you don't know where it's headed. In April of 2023 is when this one was actually at its 6-month low. It hit $15.16, and then, like a lot of other full art supporters that are modern, started trending in the upward direction. You can see in July of 2023, it hit that 6-month high of $20.05, leveled off for about a month, and then started dropping back down again. Hit $17. Now it's sitting at $17.07. Here's the Suicune V, which is another fan favorite. Absolutely beautiful with the blizzard going on behind it. In February of 2023, this was sitting at $33.19. Again, extreme drops up until May of 2023 before things started to level out a little bit. You can see in June it hit $15.98. That was a 6-month low for this card, then leveled off a little bit, sitting at $16.41 currently. But again, the news of these reprints could be something that's really going to impact singles even more. The Raikou V, really cool looking artwork, obviously moving at warp speed right here, trending upwards a little bit at the beginning of release. You can see in April of 2023, it hit that 6-month high of $25.24, but then started trending downward and some pretty severe drops all the way up until July of 2023, where it started leveling off a little bit. Hit $15.94 in the middle of July. Now it's sitting at $16.39. The Hisuian Zoroark, so this is the same artwork, same illustrator as the Ninetales from Obsidian Flames. Absolutely beautiful artwork. This one was definitely very strange when it originally came out. Started out fairly low, shot up the opening weekend, and really stabilized for a couple of weeks where it was extremely high before you can see some very significant drops from February of 2023 up until May of 2023. It was sitting at $25.24 as its 6-month high, and then in May of 2023 it hit that 6-month low of $13.71, lost about half of its value over the span of 3 months. It's rebounded a little bit, sitting at $15.54 currently, but still nowhere near where it was for that 1-year high. The Alessa's Sparkle, this is the one we were talking about a little bit earlier in February of 2023. This one hit $31 and a penny as its 6-month high. Huge drops from February down to April. Basically in the span of a month, it lost a third of its value. It dropped down to $23.83 as its 6-month low, and it started to trend upwards right now, sitting at $26.71. You can see it moving in the upward direction, but again, the news of the reprint could play an impact on where this card's future is headed moving forward. And then finally, we've got that secret rare Pikachu that we were talking about. Pull rates of about 1 out of every 100 packs makes it relatively easy to pull. A case of ETBs should guarantee you a secret rare Pikachu, which is why this card, which was selling for over $100 pre-order, has dropped like a rock. Absolute craziness. In February of 2023, even so, this was selling for $21. So about a month after release, it was still selling for about $21, and then huge drop where it lost over half of its value, or about half of its value, over the span of 2 months. You can see in April of 2023, it hit that 6-month low of $11.54, started going upwards a little bit, but then ended up leveling out. And then in August of 2023, this past month, it's actually trended back downward, so it's sitting at $12.65 currently. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Does Crown Zenith need a reprint? Obviously, the ETB is starting to go upwards in price a little bit, so if you didn't get your hands on a sealed Elite Trainer box, probably a good thing, right? But as far as booster packs go, maybe something that you don't, if you have enough ETBs, or if you've opened enough, or if you have some in your collection already, maybe focus on loose packs, because ETBs, obviously your price per pack is going to be right around that $4.50, $5 mark, and you can see booster packs selling for less than $4 currently. So definitely something that you may want to scoop up moving forward if you want to have some fun opening packs. Pull rates in Crown Zenith are absolutely fantastic. Very interesting to look at, because Crown Zenith is such a good set, such a fun set to open, but a lot of weirdness going on in the market. Pokemon making sure that they print to demand. If you like the content, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below, leave a like, leave a comment. You got to do that to be entered to win a booster box of Pokemon 151 anyways, but really just shows your support, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for everything, guys. We'll be back in a couple days with another video. Until then, happy Pokemon 150 Fun Day. Peace.